just to kind of get into it as far as men who are balding, you know, where does that come from? Where does that stem from?
You know, I'll say the number one reason why men are going to experience or may be experiencing hair loss is typically it's hormonal. It's hormonal and hereditary. So if there are any men watching who are experiencing hair loss and you're in your early 20s, typically it's at that age that the androgens or the male hormones, they peak. And so if you are predisposed genetically to hair loss, meaning if there's hair loss on your father's side, and it doesn't have to be your father, if it's your father's father, maybe have some uncles, and even your mother's side. I think oftentimes people said, oh, if it's only on the father's side, or the mother carries the gene. There's all, like you said, all these misnomers and this misunderstanding about, you know, why or when does a hereditary factor come into play? And it's really both sides of the family. And so if you may be genetically predisposed, typically you're going to start to experience thinning in the crown or towards the front hairline when you're in your mid-20s. And I like to say, anytime you experience any form of thinning or hair loss, you feel like, you know what, I'm losing hair, you want to take action immediately. The sooner you take action, the better. And that's the dominant cause for men, because I mean, women, you know, we're relaxing and straightening our hair. There may be other factors, but for men, you guys keep it simple. So if you're experiencing hair loss, it's hereditary, but you should take action now. Unfortunately, there's no cure for hair loss when there are hereditary factors at play, but you can slow down the effects and maintain some volume until you get into your older age, maybe like your 50s or 60s. So I do consult with young men all the time, and as much as people don't like Rogaine, it works.
When they begin to experience that, who do they go see? Is it a doctor, a dermatologist, a trichologist?
Well, I like to say, I mean, the great thing is I'm working with more licensees in the industry to create more trichologists. I think there needs to be more trichologists. So if there is a trichologist in your area, I say reach out to them first. We typically use holistic homeopathic techniques before you go straight on medical. And or if you're going to do something over the counter like Rogaine, we can guide you through it. If you don't, a dermatologist is okay. I would say make sure you find a dermatologist that you trust. Maybe if you can get a recommendation or a referral from someone. But definitely start there. I think something that happens often in the Black community is we self-diagnose and then we self-treat until it's too late. And so, you know, like you said, you get the onion juice and the garlic and, you know, you like apple cider vinegar rinses, and then, you know, 5 years later, you're like, this spot got bigger. So as soon as you notice thinning, especially because this is a men's form, go ahead, try to find a professional in your area who can guide you and help you see the results that you need to see. I can say, in working with young men, typically when I recommend that they incorporate a Rogaine type treatment into their hair care regimen, they see results within 90 days. And this is not just because I'm looking at their scalp. I do use a medical instrument or a technical instrument called a trichoscope, which magnifies the scalp. So this is like, we see an increase in density. And if I could take a moment to just address the Rogaine theory, because what I hear all the time in the clinical setting is, I don't want to use Rogaine because once I stop using it, my hair is going to fall out. And the analogy I like to use and compare it to is when you work out. So the way that Rogaine works is it helps to support hair growth from active follicles, follicles that have not disappeared. So yes, you may use the product more aggressively in the beginning to get the results that you want. And then once you get the results that you want, once you stop, the hair's just not going to fall out. Similar to if you're trying to lose weight, the moment you stop working out, the fat just doesn't jump back on your body. That's my analogy for Rogaine, that, again, it is a helpful product.
Okay.
I'm on a fast